work at the White House. I worked for a place called the Office of Community Development. Oh no, take that back. Community Services Administration. They changed the name the year I went there. And I worked for the General Counsel, the presidential appointee. Been invited to the White House 3 times. I went for Deng Xiaoping, and I went for Premier Desai of India. But I opted not to go for Brezhnev of Russia. So I met a lot of nice people. But I still worked the sex worker communities. Sex work empowered me. I never used a condom. I was a diligent sex worker and kept logs. I went with over 3,500 different tricks that paid. I went with about 150 freebies. I expected to become HIV and have AIDS like all my friends and sisters. Like Felicia said, we were being punished. And we were ready to accept the consequences. I'm still HIV negative. I have a blood disorder. So they think that the HIV cannot attach itself to my blood cell. So I was lucky one way, but I'm diabetic, and I have Hep C, the sex worker hepatitis. But you just go on, you take it with a grain of salt, and you keep moving. That was the 70s, and all of a sudden disco died. We needed for disco to die, didn't we? That was a shitty movie. The 80s brought in the punk. So it was a little bit better. All you did was just jump up and down, and we took some drugs. I love acid. That was my drug of choice. I would buy 82 hits at a time. So, I mean, my brain... And that's why my brain was fried from Friday night to Monday morning. But luckily in the 80s, we did get jobs. We started getting jobs. We started getting housing. Things looked beautiful, except for that AIDS. They told everyone, I was in New Orleans during the 80s, and they said that all the prostitutes, 99% of the prostitutes and transgender people have HIV, and that killed business. I mean, that's $100 to $1,000 a date down the drain, you know. It was really something else. Oh, here's somebody else from my Washington, D.C. days. Do you know who this is?
Oh, that's one of the Kennedy boys.
Yeah, that's Joe Kennedy. He worked at the same place that I did. And he had just gotten back from skiing, and he wanted to see my boss. It was late at night. You know, I was drunk already.
Well, let's talk about the 90s then. So obviously in the 90s, a lot of things happened.